Okay, so our topic is about mathematics of graphs. So from here, we all know what is a graph. So this time, this is a math in a graph. So merong mga math na, operations that can be used in a graphs. So what are these mathematics of graphs? So I will give you the link for this one wherein you need to view this in YouTube, the Euler and Hamiltonian paths and circuits. Ito yung link niya. Ibibigay ko yan later on by tomorrow or by Thursday. So ito yung Euler. Ang pagbasa nito is not Euler, parang Euler. So Euler po yung tawag dyan. So yung first time ko na-encounter dito, akala ko Euler. Yung pala, ang pagbasa niya is Euler. So that is Euler and Hamiltonian paths and circuits. So we will discuss, I'm going to discuss this one today. So before I'm going to discuss these two paths and circuits, i-discuss ko muna yung definition ng graph theory. Actually, the Euler and Hamiltonian paths and circuits is under the graph theory. If you're on, pag BS math kayo or you're going to take a master's in math or PhD in math, you're going to encounter na meron talagang isang subject for graph theory. Ang graph theory na ito is a branch of mathematics that was developed after Leonhard Euler, which is a Swiss mathematician who solved an 18th century problem involving the 7 bridges of Königsberg in Old Russia. So ano tong graph theory? So ito is a diagram. So pag tingnan natin is a diagram. Pero for this one, it is a graph. So for this one, it is a diagram that represents friends. So ito yung mga friends, si James, si Heather, si Juan, si Jared, si Lisa, and si Amy. Sorry. So these are the friends that are connected on Facebook. So the dot are the person, and the line segments are the lines connecting the two dots. So ano tong line? Ibig sabihin si James and Heather are connected on Facebook. Si Heather and Juan naman ay connected on Facebook. Si Juan and Jared are connected on Facebook, and so on. So since there are no lines or there is no line between James and Amy, so ibig sabihin these two person are not connected on Facebook. So yun ang ibig sabihin ng mga lines na meron sa each vertex. So we will define first what is a graph. So a graph has a vertices, and edges. So ano tong vertices? They are a set of points like this one. Yan, point. So this is vertex A and this is vertex B. So meron pa tayong point vertex C. So ang line segment or curve are the edges which connects the vertices. So ito yung ating tinatawag na edges. And we can call this one a graph. So ang graph consists of vertices and edges. So it can be used to illustrate huge connections such as social networks in FB, flight destinations of airlines, simple community garbage collection route, or even the computer system connectivity in a school. Like yung local area network, yung internet connectivity, may mga lines po yan sila. It can be invisible line, not naman invisible, parang Wi-Fi or Bluetooth line or wire line. Okay. So we have an example here. So this table illustrates five friends or 5 students. Tapos itong namang X indicates that 2 students participate in the same group for this semester. So this X will be your guide para i-connect si Matt and Amber. So pag going to draw a diagram, so magiging ganito po siya. Wherein si Matt and Amber may connection kasi naka-X. Dapat may connection din yan si Matt and Amber. Si Laura, pati si Matt. Oh, Laura and Matt. Si Amber, pati si Matt. O, pares hindi pa dito. Si Amber and Oscar. Yan, si Amber and Oscar. And so on. Pero, walang connection si Kyla and Laura. Tingnan nyo si Laura. May connection ba kay Kyla? Yan. Ay, sorry. Hindi pa ito. Dito. Wala siyang connection. Walang X. So, there's it means na wala po tayong line po dito. Okay. So, that will be the graph for this table. Yan. Ngayon, teka, kasi nalimutan ko pala ito i-edit. So, ito ay list. Ito, tingnan mo muna. So, from the table or from the diagram, we can use the answer this question. So, which student involved more study groups with the others? So, since we are going to take more study groups, sabihin yung may maraming connection. So, from the that our have 3. Among the other, yung dalawa is 2 na lang X, yung isa is 1. Pwede na natin tingnan dito sa. So, meron tayong mas marami si Amber na lang. So, the student who involved the most study groups with the others is Amber. So, masasabi natin na si Amber. Since kailangan din natin dito sa second question is the least. Sino yung pinakamababa? We found out that is Kyla sa table. Dito naman, makikita naman natin obviously na si Kyla ay may isang line segment lang. So, therefore, our answer for that is Kyla. Dito sa pangatlo, kasi mali kasi yung ato. Ang question dito is, how many study groups does Laura have? Ganyan yung study groups does Laura. So, ilang study groups meron si Laura? So, since ika-count natin, we have 1 and 2. Or from here, makikita natin dalawang X. So, Laura shares 2 study groups with the others. So, from that, we can determine that the graph is coming from the table and that and it is parang mas makita na talaga natin yung kanyang segments from the graph, yung from the table. Okay? So, next. So, we have another example. So, galing sa table na ito, paano natin gagamitin yung graph? Okay, so ito yung magiging graph natin. Wherein, yung mga vertices, saan to nakuha yung mga vertices or mga points? These are the different cities that are connected by Cebu Pacific Airline flights. So, ito yung mga cities sa country na connected ang Cebu Pacific. So, yung mga line or mga check indicating that there are direct flights. So, starting from Manila, so sa Manila, lahat ay connected except si Brunei. Tingnan natin si Brunei. Where's Brunei? So, tingnan nyo dito, wala si Brunei. Since wala si Brunei, so automatic walang direct flights dito. Tingnan nyo, walang direct flights si Brunei. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya kasama sa graph. Kung mayroon kang Brunei dito, nandito lang si Brunei. Yan. Yan si Brunei, pero hindi siya kasama sa graph na ginawa natin dyan. Kasi wala siyang connection kahit sa iba't ibang cities. Ngayon si Tokyo. Si Tokyo ay connected sa Manila. Sino pa? Sa Seoul and Taipei. So that is why meron siyang line. Tatlo ang kanyang line. So ganun po yung paggawa ng line galing sa table. Okay, from this line, i-answer natin itong dalawang table. Which city has the, question, which city has the most direct flights? So obviously, dito makikita natin maraming check si Manila. Dito naman maraming line si Manila. So, Manila has the most direct flights. Anong namang city has the least direct flights? Nakikita natin obviously si Macau, isa lang. Macau, tingnan natin, oh, isang line. So, si Macau has the least direct flights. So, pag ganito lang yung ating mga example, so, easy lang siya. It's just the introductions of the mathematics graph. So, i-discuss natin yung pinaka-detalye natin, which is the Euler, paths and circuits, and the Hamiltonian paths and circuits. So, before we going to do that, meron tayong mga definitions. So, yung definition na is a self-exclamatory. So, basahin nyo na lang. I already uploaded the lecture in your Google Classroom noong December pa. So, just read it para alam nyo yung definitions ng ating kailangan natin gamitin sa ating mathematics of graphs. Okay, so we have different examples of graph. So what is the null or disconnected graph? Ito ay, ang degree of each vertex is 0. We all know that degree is a line. So ibig sabihin, walang line connecting sa mga vertices. Kasi degree of vertex is 0. So ibig sabihin, walang line nakakonect. So ito yung example ng ating null or disconnected. There are only vertices but there are no lines. So they are null or disconnected graph. Yung graph with a loop, ito yung graph with a loop wherein meron kang line going to itself. Wala siyang connected na different vertices dito. Diretso lang siya. So, ang tawag dyan is a loop. Ito naman yung graph that is not connected. Anong difference ng disconnected graph and the graph that is not connected? So, ang disconnected graph is yung walang line. Ito may line to. Kaso lang, they are not connected. Meron kang ito yung first graph. Ito yung second graph. Wait lang ha. Okay, so ito yung ang disconnected graph, wala ka talaga makitang line. Ang graph that is not connected, may makita kang line, kaso mayroon kang more than one graph. Kasi yung dalawang graph na ito are not connected. Kung meron lang talagang isang line dito, so that is hindi na siya pwedeng sabihin graph that is not connected. Connected graph na siya. Okay? So next. So this one is a graph with multiple edges. So B ito Yan, B. Okay. So ito. Pel. Approve ba ka? Hindi lata. Okay, so ito So this is a graph with multiple edges. Bakit sinabing graph with multiple edges? So, yun na natin example ito. So both G1, so ito si G1, ito si G2, are connected and have multiple edges connecting vertices A. and B. Itong B. So ano yan? Bakit siya graph with multiple edges? Meron kasi ito. We have 1, 2, and 3. So these are the 3 edges connecting A. Sa B naman, we have 1, 2, and 3. Kaya ang tinawag na multiple edges. Ibig sabihin, maraming edge ang nakakonect sa vertex A and vertex B. And so with this one, sa A, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4. And so sa B, 1, 2, 3, 4. So multiple edges ang nakakonect sa kanila. Same with this one, this is a connected graph. Connected na kasi wala kang separate na graph na makikita dito. So connected graph that has pair of multiple edges. So meron tayong, for example, this one, ito. So meron tayong multiple edges, yan. Yan yung kanyang multiple edges. More than one kasi yung kanyang edge. Kaya tinawag na multiple edges. How about equivalent graphs? So yan. This one is equivalent and this one is equivalent. So paano natin malaman na they are equivalent? Okay. Malaman natin na they are equivalent na dapat, for example, ito na lang, ito. Ito na lang i-consider ko. Ito, analyze na lang din yan by your own. So, for example, si letter E. Anong connection sa letter E? Dapat connected siya sa EA, sa B, sa D, and sa C. So, si E ba dito connected din sa D, sa C, sa A, and sa B? Okay, parehas. How about si A? Connected siya sa, dapat may connection siya sa C. So, si A ba connected sa C? Yes, meron tayo dito. Si B dapat connected sa D. Si D connected din sa B. So, they are equivalent because kung sino yung connection niya, yun din ang nakakonected sa kanya, sa kabila. Kahit magkaiba yung kanilang figure or kanilang itsura ng graphs, as long as yung mga vertex ay pareho ang kanilang connection, they can be called as equivalent graphs. Okay, so how about the complete graphs? So ito yung complete graphs. Ang complete graph sinabi, they are connected graph wherein every possible edge is drawn between vertices. So, isi-sample natin to si K3. For example, si K3, ang K3, ibig sabihin, tatlo ang kanyang vertices. So, nagkaroon siya ng line ganito. Is that a complete graph? No. Because sinabi dito, every possible edge is drawn between vertices. So, meron pa tayong dalawang vertices dito na pwede nating i-draw ng edge. Kaya ito ay complete graph. So, for example, sa K4, meron akong 4 na vertex. Nag-draw lang ako ng ganyan, ng edge. Yan. Is that a complete graph? This is not a complete graph because meron pang vertex na pwede kong ilagay ng line. Ito. Therefore, complete na ba yan? Hindi pa rin. Meron pa ditong vertex na pwede natin i-connect dito sa kabila, itong vertex na ito. That is why, this time, this is now a complete graph. Kasi wala naman na pwede pa nating vertex na i-connect. Lahat na ginamit natin. So, that is an example of a complete graph. So, any questions regarding sa mga different examples of graphs? Question? Wait lang ako, anong ko na water. Okay, so I guess no questions regarding the examples of graphs. Now we will go into the Euler paths and circuits. So time check 1:24. So, meron pa tayong almost an hour. Mga 1 hour. 1 hour and 6 minutes. Okay, so we will define first the Euler circuit. What is an Euler circuit? An Euler circuit is a closed path that uses every edge. Every edge ang gamitin ha, but never uses the same edge twice. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Circuit siya pag closed path. Ang ibig sabihin ng closed path is you start and end on the same vertex. The same vertex pa tayo ha. Pag nag-start ka sa letter A, end ka sa letter A, start ka sa letter B, end ka sa letter B. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng closed path. Uses every edge. Ibig sabihin kung ano yung edge niya, lahat yun gagamitin mo. Pero, take note, use the same edge, but never use the same edge twice. Ibig sabihin, once ka lang dadaan doon, or once mo lang dadagmitin yun. Yun po ang ibig sabihin ng Euler circuit. Okay, for example, yan. Given this graph. Okay. Sinabi dito, meron kang Euler circuit daw ito. Yan. Okay, it's a circuit because you start with B and end with B. Okay. Next. Tingnan natin kung gumamit ng ba siya ng edge exactly once. Yun kasi ang Euler circuit definition. Okay, we will check. B to D, where's that? B to D, to F, to G, to H, to E, to C, to B, to A, to D, to G, to E, to B. Yan. Okay. Anong nakita natin? Meron bang double line na makita natin dyan? Ay, kapag double line, ibig sabihin, dinaanan natin uli. So, wala. Gumamit lang tayo ng edge, isa lang. Meron ba dyan edge na hindi nagamit? Kasi yan kasi ang Euler. Tingnan nyo ang edge. Kasi yung Hamiltonian later on, tingnan natin yung vertex, yung point. Dito, kasi since Euler, tingnan natin yung edge. Lahat ba ng edge ay ginamit? Yes. Merong bang edge na dalawang beses dinaanan or ginamit? Wala. So, therefore, this is an Euler circuit. So, next. Ano sinabi dito? This path, ito daw, is not an Euler circuit. Tingnan natin. Which start with letter A and end with letter A. Okay, check. Tingnan ngayon natin kung bakit hindi ito Euler circuit. We have A to B to C to E to H to G to E to B to A. Yan. Anong nakita natin? We didn't use all of the edges. Meron tayong edge dito, yan, 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 pati ito, na hindi ginamit. Therefore, hindi ito Euler circuit. At saka, dalawang beses na po natin ginamit itong edge. Tingnan nyo, dalawa yung kanyang line. So, that is not also an Euler circuit. Kaya itong path is not an Euler circuit. Okay, yung pangatlo, tingnan natin. This path. So, we start with A, end with A. Okay, correct yan. Sinabi dito, not an Euler circuit. So, tingnan natin. We have A, B, C, E, H, G, F, D, A, B, E, G, D, A. O, meron tayong path na hindi ginamit. Itong dito. Yan. At dalawang beses na ginamit na line. This one, no? We have two lines. Two lines here. O yan, dalawang two lines lang. The AD and the AB and the AD. At hindi natin ginamit si BD na line. So, therefore, this is not an Euler circuit. So, ito lang yung Euler circuits na makikita natin sa graph na yan. Okay, so, that is for the Euler circuit. Okay, next tayo sa next topic. Okay, so meron tayong term na Eulerian graph theorem. Sinabi dito, a connected graph is Eulerian if and only if every vertex of the graph is of even degree. So, even degree siya, so Eulerian siya. And therefore, pag Eulerian, may Euler circuit. Tingnan natin. So, this one, Eulerian ba yan? Ito yung sinabi dito. This is not an Eulerian daw kasi may degree na add. Tingnan natin, si vertex C daw. Vertex C, count natin kung ilang degree siya. We have 1. Ano yung degree? Yung mga line or edges na connected sa kanya. So, we have 1, 2, 3. So, 3 yung vertex C. Yung D. 1, 2, and 3. 3 din. So, 3 is an odd. Therefore, is not an Eulerian. Kasi sinabi sa Eulerian, ang degree ng vertex must be even para maging Eulerian. Since 3 is an odd, therefore, is not Eulerian. Kapag hindi siya Eulerian, therefore, wala siyang Euler circuit. So, ganun lang po yun. If not Eulerian, there's no Euler circuit. How about for the next graph? Yan. So, sinabi dito, Eulerian daw to. Bakit Eulerian? Lahat ay even. So, lahat ng vertex ay 4 ang kanya. Even ang 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yung B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yung C, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yung D, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and so on. Lahat sila ay 4. Therefore, meron tayong makikitang Eulerian circuit dyan. Sinabi dito, this is the example of an Eulerian circuit. Yan. So, hindi ko na i-discuss paano ito nakuha ang Eulerian circuit, ha. Diniscuss ko na yan kanina. So, i-discuss ko lang dito how you will know if this graph is an Eulerian or not. How about yung graph 3? So, count natin. Si letter A is 1, 2, even. 1, 2, even din. 1, 2, even. 1, 2, even. 1, 2, even. So, lahat sila ay of degree 2. Therefore, that's an Eulerian. Hence, meron tayong makikitang Eulerian circuit. So, ganun po. Pag Eulerian siya, meron siyang Eulerian circuit. Pero pag hindi siya Eulerian, wala siyang Eulerian circuit. Okay, so what is Euler path naman? What is the difference of the Euler circuit and an Euler path? So, ang Euler circuit, di ba? Ano yung Euler circuit natin? Start and end the same vertex. Tapos, one edge. Gamitin ang lahat ng edge, all edge once. Use all edge once. Start and end. Ito yung circuit. Ang path, hindi na kailangan gamitin, hindi mo na kailangan mag-start and mag-end sa the same vertex. Kailangan mo lang is use all edge once. Ito lang, ito yung path. Yung circuit, lahat ito. So this means that a path is just part or a subset of circuit. Okay. Tingnan natin yung example. Okay. Sinabi dito, mayroong vertex A and J, which is 3. Hindi siya even. So, meron tayong A, 1, 2, 3. J, 1, 2, 3. So, this means that it is not an Eulerian. So, wala tayong makikitang Euler circuit. Pero, may makita ba tayong Euler path? So, ang path, gagamitin natin lahat ng edge, pero it doesn't mean babalik po tayo sa ating beginning point. So, tingnan nyo ito. Nag-start siya sa letter A, nag-end sa letter J. So, titingnan natin kung Euler path ba yan. So, check natin. So, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, D, G, A, L, K, J. O lahat ba ng edge ginamit? Yes. Once lang ba ginamit, may nakita ba tayong overlapping o dalawang beses na hinalikan natin ng line? Wala. So this means that this is an Euler path. Not a circuit, ha? Ginamit ang edge isa lang, ginamit lahat ng edges, pero hindi nag-end and nag-start sa the same vertex. And that is an Euler path. Pero kung nag-start and end on the same vertex siya, circuit na po yon. But this time, hindi. So that is an Euler path. So yun po ang difference ng Euler path and Euler circuit, ha? So ito, hindi ko na i-discuss yan yung theorem. So you just read the theorem. So ito dito, so basahin nyo lang yan. Ito ang concentrate ko. Okay. Wait lang, ha. Concentrate ko ito. Because this one will be part of your activity to be uploaded in the Google Classroom by Thursday. So sa Thursday, makikita nyo yung po link ng ating Google Forms for your activity. So kailangan nyo lang gamitin yung gagawa kayo doon sa inyong scratch paper, then picturean, then i-upload ko yung inyong activity na ginawa. Okay, anong sinabi? So, yung activity niyo will be like this. So, take note po ano itong gagawin ko dito, kasi ito yung magiging activity niyo sa, there will be two items in your activity, and the second item, ito yung second item. Okay. Ang question is, draw a graph. So, magga-graph ka. Represents the floor plan, where the vertices are the rooms and edges corresponds sa doorway. Ito yung vertices. Rooms daw. O, yan. Gagawa kayo ng ganyan. Okay. And then, the edges corresponds sa doorway. So, gagawa kayo ng ganyan. Yan. So, kasi doorway daw eh. Okay. Yan. So, ganyan yung magiging graphs natin. So, parang ganito. So, mas maganda yung kanyang drawing. Sa akin, pabaliktad. Iba kasing drawing ko. Okay. So, ganyan yung magiging itsura ng graph. So, after yung graph na ganyan, tatanggalin mo na yung square. So, magiging ganito na siya, ha? Dapat ganito na yung ginawa ninyo. So, after this one, bale, ito yung papakita ninyo, ha? In your activity, papakita nyo to and also this one. Yung wala ng square. Yan. After that, ito na yon. Is it possible to take a stroll that passes through every doorway without going through the same doorway twice? So, ibig sabihin, gagawa tayo ng Eulerian circuit. Eulerian path. Ang pangalawa, if so, does it matter whether we return to the starting point kung babalik tayo sa starting point, so that is an Eulerian circuit. So una, gagawa tayo ng Eulerian path. Titingnan natin kung pwede bang maging Eulerian circuit siya. So meron na ako na ginawa. Yan. So actually, hindi siya circuit, kundi Euler path lang. Kasi nag-start ako sa C and nag-end ako ng D. So hanggang sa Eulerian circuit path lang ako. So yung ito dito sa padulo, sabihin ko, no. No, it doesn't matter whether I return to the starting point. So okay, tingnan natin kung Euler path ba yung ginawa ko. Check natin. So C, B, A, F, B, F, C, D, E, F, D. Okay. I use all of the edges and I use it only once. Therefore, I have an Euler path because I did not start and end on the same vertex. Kasi pag nag-start and end ako sa vertex, the same vertex, so that is an Euler circuit. Since this time, sa example natin, hindi siya possible na makarating ako uli o makabalik ako uli sa starting point. Okay? So, ganyan po ang gagawin ninyo sa ating activity. So, draw first like this, and then this one, and then give me your Euler circuit or Euler path. Okay? So, kung Euler path lang, edi yung answer ninyo dito sa dulo is, no, it doesn't matter whether I return to the starting point. So, ganun lang po. Okay, so, question. Question po sa Euler. Yun po yung activity, second item sa activity. Ito. Ngayon, I guess no question regarding sa Euler paths and circuits. Now, I'm going to go with the Hamiltonian paths and circuits. So, what is the Hamiltonian paths and circuits? So, the same lang din sa Euler. Meron tayong path and meron tayong circuit. Anong difference nito? The same lang din. Ang Hamilton, yung path, kasi yung path is hindi ka magsa-start at mag-end on the same vertex. Yung circuit, you need to start and end at the same vertex. Pero dito, vertex ang ginagamit natin. Okay. Sa Hamiltonian, vertex ang i-consider natin or our guide. While the Euler, line. Yung line ng ating concentration. Ito, Hamiltonian, vertex, Euler, line. So, si Euler, pag sinabi si Euler, once lang gagamitin yung line. Dito naman sa Hamiltonian, once lang yung gagamitin yung vertex. Ganun po yung Hamiltonian. Okay. So, ngayon pag sinabi, a graph that contains a Hamiltonian circuit is called Hamiltonian. So, yan po yung ibig sabihin. Okay, so ito na yung Dirac's theorem. So, i-discuss natin yan with an example. Okay, so determine whether the graph is Hamiltonian or not. If it is, find a Hamiltonian circuit. If it's not, explain why. Okay, meron tayong 7 vertices daw. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, 7 vertices. So, n divided by 2 or 7 divided by 2. Ma'am, saan to nakuha? That is a Dirac's theorem. Dirac's theorem po to. Yung n over 2, where n is the number of vertices in a graph. So, 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So, may nakita daw dito na vertex A, 1, 2. Is of degree 2, which is less than 3.5. Kasi pag less than 3.5, therefore, you are disagreeing Dirac's theorem. So, ibig sabihin, ang sinabi doon, pag disagreeing ka sa Dirac's theorem, hindi daw siya, the graph is not Hamiltonian. Pero, take note pero, minsan kasi, pag sinasabi ni Dirac, hindi siya, ang graph ay not Hamiltonian, but there is a time na Dirac's theorem is not applicable to all graphs, especially this graph. Hindi siya applicable kasi may nakitang path na circuit. Hamiltonian circuit siya. At ito na yung path nito. Okay, take. Titingnan natin. Check. So, para itong path maging circuit, does it start with the same, does it start, or end on the same vertex? So, nag-start sa A, nag-end sa A. Okay, check. Does it use all of the vertices? Tingnan natin. A, B, C, E, D, F, G. So, lahat ng vertices, kasi Hamiltonian to. So, vertex ang ititingnan natin, hindi yung, ang tawag dyan, hindi yung line. Vertex po, Hamiltonian kasi. So, lahat ng vertex ay ginamit. Check. Ngayon, ang next na check natin is, if once lang ginamit natin ang vertex. Ang next na gagamitin natin is, I check kung isa lang ba talaga ang vertex, lahat ba ginamit, check. So, kung isang beses lang. So, dito, isang beses lang talaga makita. Pero check natin kung may mga lines ba talagang meron itong connection. So, tingnan natin. We have A, B, C, E, D, F, G, A. Okay, yan po yung line. So, this is a path which is also an Hamiltonian circuits because you start from A and end with A and uses all of the vertices. At ginamit natin yung vertices, dumaan tayo sa vertices ng isang beses lang. So, therefore, this graph is an Hamiltonian circuit. Pero hindi siya Euler circuit Kasi, bakit hindi siya Euler circuit? Tingnan nyo. Change ko lang ng color. Meron tayong line dito na hindi ginamit. Yan yung mga line na hindi ginamit. So, that is not an Euler circuit. Only Hamiltonian. Kasi ang Hamiltonian, ang importante lang is you use all of the vertex at once or all of the points all of the points at once. Ayan. Yan yung Hamiltonian. That's the difference between the Euler and the Hamiltonian. So, sinabi dito that there are 10 vertices. Ano yung mga vertices? Ito yung mga cities. So, 10 divided by 2 is 5. Tapos, i-check mo if lahat ng points ay ilan yung kanilang line. So, we have Tokyo, 5 ang line, Manila, 9, and so on. So, lahat naman sila ay equals or greater than 5. Ito dito, yan. Dapat yung mga ito, degree nila is equal or greater than 5. So, therefore, Hamiltonian po yung circuit. And then, ito po kanyang Hamiltonian circuit na makikita natin. So, to check this one, kayo na po mag-check niyan kung tama ba yung ginawa kong circuit. So, kayo mag-check niyan para ma-practicean nyo yung inyong pag-analyze sa circuit na to. Okay? So, ngayon, pupunta tayo sa weighted graph. Because this weighted graph is part of a Hamiltonian circuit na part din ng inyong activity. It is in the item number 1. Okay, so bakit siyang binabig na weighted graph? Because it is a graph wherein the edge is associated with a value na may weight. So, ang gagamitin natin is the Grady algorithm and the edge picking algorithm. Ito ang dalawang algorithm in finding a good solution on better, shorter routes. So, what is the difference between the two? So, ito yung definition ng difference nila. Kayo na magbabasa niyan because I am much better to explain the difference between the two with an example. Mas maganda kasi yun, ganun, may example. Mas maganda yung pag-discuss. So, yung definition kayo nang babasa niya because I gave this this lecture last month pa, nung December. Okay, ito yung ating graph. So, meron tayong Aaron, Bell, Carol, Donna, Eric, Fe, which are the best of friends. So, ngayon, from a sorry. So, itong mga numbers, these are the distances between each other. So, in kilometers na yan. So Aaron and Bell are in 1 kilometer. So, wag na kayong magtaka bakit mas mahaba yung 1 sa 12. Ginawa na lang ganito para mas makita ninyo ng maigi yung graph. Kasi pag gagamitin talaga natin yung 1, hanggang dito lang talaga yun siya. So, yung value na lang ang titingnan natin ng maigi. Hindi na natin i-compare bakit mas mahaba yung line ng 1 sa 12. Okay? So, ang question, if Aaron wants to visit each of his friends' houses exactly once, sinabi si Aaron, mag-visit siya ng house ng kanyang mga friends exactly once. What is the shortest route that he must take? So in getting the shortest route, you can use the greedy algorithm or the edge picking algorithm. So what is the difference between the two? Yan. So ang gagamitin ko muna is the greedy algorithm. So since greedy siya, so mag-start siya sa Aaron. Sinabi kasi if Aaron wants to visit. So mag-start ako kay Aaron. Kasi greedy man ang gagamitin ko. Hindi pa yung edge. Okay, si greedy. Ano yung mga lines kay Aaron? Ang pinakamaliit. So we have 12, 1, 4, 13. Okay. So ang may 5. So ang pinakamaliit is the 1. So kukunin ko ang 1. Yan. Okay, erase natin. Okay, next. Galing kay Bell, ano yung pinakamaliit? 11. Hindi na natin kakailanganin pa si 1. Kasi galing na tayo dito, ginamit na yan ha. So, kasi kung gamitin mo si 1, babalik ka naman kay Aaron. So, tapos na. Kailangan natin daanan ang lahat ng friends. So, we have 11, 2, 15, and 10. Obviously, ang pinakamaliit is 2. So, yan. Kunin natin si 2. Erase the other. Okay, next. Ganyan talaga ang greedy algorithm. Hamiltonian. So, check natin lahat. So, from Carol, anong gamitin? 13. We have 7. We have 3. And we have 8. So, obviously, ang pinakamaliit is 3. Yan. There is nothing. Okay, next. Anong kay Donna? We have 10, 14, we have 4, we have 9. Okay, obviously naman, ang pinakamaliit is 4. I check ko na to, 1. Para di tayo malito. We have 10, 14, 4, 9. So, obvious naman, ang pinakamaliit is 4. But take note, pag gagamitin natin si 4, babalik na tayo kay Aaron. And, ang nabisit pa lang natin is si Bell, si Carol, and si Donna. Meron pa tayong dalawa, si Eric, and si Fe. So, hindi natin gagamitin ito. So, what is next sa 4? Ang next sa 4 is 9, papunta kay Eric. So, erase natin. Eraser. Okay, sorry. So, si 9. Gamit ako ng violet. Yan. So, obviously, nakuha na natin si Eric. So, wala na tayong choice, kundi pupunta tayo kay Fe. Kasi siya na lang last. So, hindi na tayo magpili-pili pa sa dyan. Pupunta na tayo diretso kay Fe. And, since nakuha na natin lahat ng friends, so, uwi na tayo kay Aaron. Babalik na kay Aaron. Ngayon, what are the ages? So, ilan yan lahat? Ito yon. So, ganun gagawin ko? Aaron, Bell, to Carol, to Donna, to Eric, to Fe, to Aaron. So, we have 1 plus the 2 plus the 3 plus the 9 plus the 6 and plus the 12. And it gives us 33. So, 33 kilometers ang okay lang. 33 kilometers ang makukuha nating shortest route if using greedy algorithm. So, hindi pa tayo tapos. Kasi we have also another algorithm which is the edge picking. How about if I'm going to use the edge picking? Mas maliit ba siya sa greedy algorithm which is the 33? So, titingnan natin kung sino ang pinaka-shortest route sa kanila. Si edge picking ba or si greedy algorithm? Okay. So, sa edge picking, kaya nga tinawag na edge picking. Ibig sabihin, you're going to pick the edge which has smaller or smallest number. So, ano ang edge na may pinaka-smallest? We have 1. Ang sunod is 2. Ang sunod is 3. Ang sunod is 4. Ang sunod is 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, pipili tayo ng 1. So, gagamit ako ng ibang color. Pipili tayo si 1. Pili tayo kay 2. Pili tayo kay 3. Piliin ko ba si 4? No. Hindi ko na pipiliin si 4. Kasi, magko-close na siya. O, tingnan nyo. Pag ipipili ko si 4, close na siya. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close na. Hindi pa natin dinaanan si Fe and si Eric. So, this is, hindi natin gagamitin. Erase ko muna si 4. Yan lang. So, hindi natin gamitin si 4. Anong sunod sa 4? 5. Tingnan natin. Kung pipiliin ko si 5, ibig sabihin, ginamit na natin si Aaron, si Carol, si Belle, si Donna, and Eric. So, since gagamitin natin si 5, obviously, wala tayong ko-connect, kundi magko-connect tayo kay Fe. Ito, si Fe and si... Magko-close na ba? Wait lang ha. Okay, so pag wala tayong choice kung ipili natin si... Pero take note ha. Wait lang. Erase natin lahat. Kasi minsan kasi nakakalito eh. Okay. So, meron tayong Aaron, si Belle, ito, at si Eric. Yan. Pag gagamitin natin si Eric, so magko-close na yan siya. Pag ito ang gagamitin natin, 5. Pwede ba natin gamitin yung 5? No, kasi ganito yan siya, oh. Teka, para mas klaro kayo. Aaron, Carol, Fe, Belle, Donna, and Eric. So, gumamit tayo ganito. Meron siyang ganyan. So, anong gagamitin natin para ma-close na siya? So, hindi natin magamit si 5 kasi wala pa tayong kay Fe. So, obviously, i-erase po natin si Eric to Aaron. Kasi bumabalik na si Eric eh. So, ngayon, anong hanapin? What is the sunod sa 5? Ang sunod sa 5 is the 6. Yan, si 6. So, ganito na yung tsura niya. Wait lang ha. So, pag ganito na siya, sino ang kukunin natin? Para ma-close, kailangan natin kunin ito and ito. So, ano-ano yan? Yan. So, we have Aaron to... Ma'am, bakit na-start kay Aaron? Kasi nag-start tayo kay Aaron. Kahit na nag-edge picking tayo, since nag-close na tayo, start pa rin tayo mag-count kay Aaron. So, we have Aaron to Belle, to Carol, to Donna, to Eric, to Fe, to Aaron. So, ilan yan? So, we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 9 plus 6 plus 12. So, ilan po yan lahat? Tingnan ko daw. Ayan. So, we still have, same pa rin. 33 pa rin ang ko natin. Aaron to Belle, to Carol, to Donna, to Eric, to Fe, to Aaron. So, since 33 din dito, and sa, dito naman 33. So, pwede natin sabihin, so, ano magiging answer ninyo? So, using greedy and edge picking algorithm, the shortest route, so yan, the shortest route that I must take is 33 kilometers. So, ano yung pag-answer ninyo sa activity ninyo? Sana yung activity, nandito na. So yung activity, i-upload ko by Thursday. The deadline of that is January 17. Anong gagawin natin? This is the item number 1. And this is item number 2. So, diniscuss ko ito dito, no? So, bali yung mga vertices nyo, pag ganyan yan, every room. Tapos, yung mga doorway is yung lines. Tapos, i-justify nyo kung meron ba tayong makitang circuit or path. Bibigyan nyo yung path and the circuit. Pag walang circuit, sabihin nyo lang, there's no circuit, only path. So, ito namang number 1. So, gagawa kayo ng graphs, which is 10 points. Gagamit nyo yung edge picking, 10 points din yan, and so with the greedy. So, all in all, 30 points plus 10 points dito, 10 points. So, 40 points sa activity na to. Deadline is January 17. So, gagawa muna kayo ng graphs. After that, gamitin nyo yung algorithm ng edge picking and greedy. Tingnan nyo kung saan sinabi nito. So, nag-start siya sa Chicago, visit the other 5 cities. Chicago, visit the other 5 cities, these airlines, flies to and return to Chicago. So, yan. So, ano yung shortest route? Di naman. Ano tawag dito? Shortest distance in miles ang makukuha niya. Si edge picking ba? Kasi minsan kasi lumalabas, mas shortest yung distance ni edge picking kaysa sa greedy. Minsan naman, parehas. So, titingnan niyo kung mas easy ba yung, mas shortest yung edge picking or mas shortest si greedy or they are the same. So, kung pag the same, katulad kanina na example, na the same siya, so ang ginamit no, we can say that using the edge picking and greedy, the distance, the traveled, mga ganyan is 33 miles, which is the shortest route. Ganon. Okay, so any questions tayo? Question po. Questions sa ating activity. So, ganun po yung ating activity. So, edge picking and greedy, and also with the yung Euler kanina. So, if no questions, meron pa akong isang topic i-discuss. So, meron pa tayong 25 minutes more. So, sa graph coloring, so itong graph coloring, wala na tong activity. So, graph coloring will be a part of your quiz. So, i-discuss ko lang. It will take me mga 5 to 10 minutes to discuss. Konti lang yung description ng graph coloring. So, ang graph coloring, you're going to use the graph coloring to determine the minimum number of distinct colors that can be used so that each vertex of the graph is colored such that no two adjacent vertices have the same color. So, meron tayong definition na planar graph and chromatic number. So, kayo na po magbabasa niyan ha, kasi yung quiz ninyo, bale, magbibigay ako ng sa chromatic number. So, didiscuss na, from the definitions, may mga analyzations na makakaroon doon sa quiz. Chromatic number, what is the minimum number of the colors needed? Minimum kasi ang kailangan eh. Minimum number. Okay. So, for example, ito, mayroon tayong map. So, these are the fictional map below that shows, fictional map shows the boundaries of barangays on a rectangular town. So, we will color the map according to the graph coloring theorem. So, ano yung graph coloring theorem? Ito. So, you going to represent each barangay using vertices. Ito yung vertices na gagamitin. So, magiging kanya na po siya. Tapos, paano nangyari ito? Yan. We're going to connect two vertices with an edge if the two barangays share the same boundary. For example, si A and H sharing the same boundary ito. So, therefore, merong connection si A and H. H and G is sharing the same boundary. Kaya meron siyang connection. Si A and B, merong connection. So, yan. Meron ding boundary na kasama si B sa edge. Kaya meron siyang line. And so, with the J, kaya meron siyang line. And so, meron ding boundary dito na kasama si C. Yan. So, yun po ang ibig sabihin ng line. May mga boundary na connecting sa kanya. Okay. So, after that, after ninyo nagawa ang line, so, nagawa na natin yung line, paano yung pag-color? So, yung pag-color, sample, so, gagawa tayo ng highlighter. Sample, gagawa ka ng yellow dito. So, dapat, hindi to yellow. Kasi hindi mo pwedeng i-adjacent or may connection ang the same color. So, ito na yung yellow. And then, dito yung yellow. Ito, hindi pwede kasi may line. Ito din yung yellow. Or ito din yung yellow. Mga ganyan. Tapos, pag green naman yung isa, so ito yung green, blue. So, ito yung blue kasi, hindi pwede yung blue dyan. Wait, erase ko. Hindi pwede ang blue dyan kaya may connection siya. Ang highlighter. So, si blue dito. Dito. So, ngayon, ano pang pwede natin color? So, color natin si red. So, ito si red. Ito si red. So, ibig sabihin, ilang colors ang kailangan nating gamitin for this time. So, meron tayong 3 colors na gamitin. So, ganun yung pagkuha. So, you need to have 3 colors. So, 3 colors ang ginamit. So, tingnan natin kung 3 colors ba. So, we have 3 colors. So, we have, wait we have A, J, G, E, and C are of the same color. Tingnan natin daw kung tama yung... Ayan, the same color si ito. Si B and I dapat the same color. Yan. Ano pang the same color? Si H, D, and F. H, D, and F. So, yan. So, we have 3 colors. So, from there, nakita natin na 3 colors ang kailangan natin kulayan ang barangay nito. So, yan po yung ibig sabihin ng graph coloring theorem. Dapat, may mga colors na hindi natin pwede gamitin pag meron silang connection. Okay? Hindi natin pwede natin idiretso i-color yan sila pag hindi tayo gumamit ng graphs. Para sa graphs kasi, doon natin makikita kung ano yung may mga connection na hindi natin pwedeng pareha silang may the same color. So, yun po yung graph coloring theorem. Okay, so sa trees naman, so we have also trees under the graph coloring theorem. So, hindi to puno ha. So, trees is a mathematical structure which is a type of graph and has the following properties. So, undirected siya, connected, and acyclic. Ano yung connected? Each of the vertices is connected or linked to at least one other vertex. Acyclic siya because there is only one route from any vertex to another vertex or has no cycle. So, definition na nga po definition ng lahat to, yung dulo. Because isang activity lang ipo-focus ko dito for the module 5 because kailangan natin i-cover up para ma-tackle natin by next meeting ang module 6. So, any question po? Question? So, your quiz 5 will be given by January 14 to 17. Ano ba yung January? 14. Wait. That is next week. So since next week to, baka ibibigay ko to by next week, next week, 3rd week. So, hindi muna sa January 14 kasi isasabay ko na yung quiz 5 and quiz 6. So, yung module 6, the coverage for the quiz 6 will be discussed on Tuesday. So, any question po? Question tayo? Question regarding the activity and so on? Na, may pumasok, hindi ko nakita. Questions regarding the activity and so on. If none, please open your camera. So that's the end of our module 5. Open your camera for the documentation. Give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, kasi screenshot ko na. 4. Saan yung ibang open the camera? Okay, so ganito na lang. Screenshot ko na lang yan. Okay, so I guess no questions na regarding sa module 5. So, see you on next Tuesday for the module 6, which is the last topic. Kasi module 4, 5, and 6 will be the coverage for your final exam. The quiz 5 and 6 link will be available a week before your final exam, which is the last week of January. January 27, 28, 29 will be your final week. So, if no questions, so see you guys. Happy New Year again. So, thank you for your time. God bless. Bye.